Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how I transformed this into this. So tune in with me as I redesign the whole KEMSA website from scratch. Welcome to this brand new YouTube channel where we get to discuss everything about web design, graphic design and such. So I get a lot of requests by friends and my students at Bright Academy about how do you design your website, how do you revamp your website. So I decided to come up with something very, and I mean very educational for you guys. So my name is Siloma. I call myself the Dapper designer. No, is it? Yes, the Dapper designer, because most tech guys just wear boring jeans and t-shirts. So let's dive in. So I decided, we start on one website, government website. Said we should start with KEMSA because I looked at it and I saw we can do something with it. These revamps are not meant to tame an organization because of their website. It's purposely for educational purposes only. So we are going to have an overview of KEMSA. The address is kemsa.co.ke. And we're going to see what we have here. So basically we are going to first look at what they have. UI, quick glance. So we're having a bar here that has the color, the dark red or pink. Men are colorblind, so we don't know. So if I close this, there's like a shortcode here that of course is not supposed to be available to the public. There's like a menu here which does not look so good when I hover on it. We have the main menu. We have this what we call the heroes section. There are two sliders. We have a one slider and one static image of this lady here in a warehouse. So here we have, maybe call this the quick link section where they put their, most important links. We have a public disclosure on tender awards. Okay, write up, COVID-19. We have a strip ad banner here. I really loved this guy holding the shield. So then we get to know about what KEMSA is about, who we are, business model, our mission, tenders. Then we go to something, call this the unique selling proposition, USP, celebrating 100 years. These are online visitors. I'm wondering how this can be a unique selling proposition. And 5 achievements. The UI is not as good as you can see because the text, there's no good contrast between the text and the background. We also have the latest news comes here. Also the background and the text not as good. We have see the photos and the text. They're not, the alignment is not as good as well. So we have a pagination here which you can barely see. Okay, we have e-services that is actually very blank here, and then you just hit by two YouTube links. Then we go to our partners. You can see there's no good padding here, and we just have a list of partners where some logos look compressed, like the UNICEF logo. The Danish Danida one is not as visible. I don't know what this is and all that. I saw actually county government, but don't know which county government is that. When we have the footer, routers, quick links, contact details, our newsletter. Boom, that's it. Then we have the KEMSA Price Research Oracle Web Solutions. We also have a floating bar on the right with some social media channels. So let's go to the technology of the website. So I'm going to use Opalizer. the Chrome extension. So we have WordPress on 5.4.1.5.4.13. This website can be hacked in a click. We are currently at 6.2.2. There are very many vulnerabilities on 5.4. Page builder using WP Bakery. I used to use this a long time ago. Before moving to Elementor, databases, MySQL, of course. It's running on WordPress. You see, what else is important here? They're using actually MailChimp for their marketing. Programming language of WordPress, we know it's PHP. We have Jetpack and Contact Form 7s, one of the listed plugins here. So generally, this website needs a lot of, especially in the UI, and in the backend as well. So let's dive in to the beautiful part. I bought a domain called elementor.co.ke because I just love Elementor. It made my work so easier. And this is where we'll be doing most of our playground stuff, like creating these subdomains, and having to design them there. So what happens every time I'm revamping a client site, I ensure the main website is running and I create a subdomain, something like, let's say, dev, or let's say new. That's KEMSA.co.ke. And after I develop the website there, the client has finished on the changes and the corrections. What I do is that I do a direct changeover to the client's main website. So it means that we are just running concurrently. So I created a subdomain called kemsa.elementor.co.ke, installed WordPress and every single thing. So we're not going to do that. And we are going to log in and, the username there, password, and we're in. So there's the first things that I do for my websites. First place I go is settings. Why? Change one thing called the time zone. Why do I change the time zone? I change the time zone because when I put my security plugins and I'm doing an audit trail of, let's say, I'm being hacked or someone is trying to access my website, I will get the correct time that they went in. So in my website will have the correct date. So I save that. I go to reading. I do not want this website to be up. So I discourage search engines from indexing this site. It means that the robots will come and will bypass this engine with this website, that is. So it will not be publicly available. So I had already done that during the installation. Next, I go to permalinks. After permalinks, I go to post name. Why? Because when I do an about us page, it will give me /about -us. From there, I go to posts. First place, hello world, trash. Why do I trash? Same for SEO. This will be detected as a post in my website. So I usually do not want it to remain there even after I'm done doing the client's website. So I come to categories and I do a quick edit here and I rename the categorized category to general. This one I'm not going to tell you why. You guys go Google why the uncategorized category is not good for SEO in your website. So I'm done with what is needed for the website and for the basics of WordPress installation. Wait, I'm not done. Go to pages. I have sample page and privacy policy. I move them to trash. Then I go to trash again and I completely delete them. Why? Because most times I do websites, I forget that those pages were there and they get indexed. So I'm done. My website is clean. No, I'm not yet done. I go to plugins. We usually have Akismet and Hello Dolly. I check them. I delete all of them. Okay, such that I have a very, 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 very clean WordPress installation. So what next do I do? I install the basics. We're going to use Elementor Page Builder, which is Elementor Pro. So I advise you, don't use the cracked version of Elementor. Don't use cracked plugins in your website, because you're going to mess up your work, your reputation, and that of your client, because you can get really hacked. So let me just search Elementor. The latest is 3.1.4. You will know why I'm installing the Pro first, because it's a very, very, very easy process. It makes my process very easy. So I activate it. After I activate it, it tells me to install the free Elementor plugin, which I just do it in a click. After doing it in a click, I can say, activate plugin. After activating plugin, it takes me to an onboarding page of Elementor. And because I have an account, I can connect my account so that, my system is connected and my Pro is activated. So I have an account which I'm going to connect. I usually prompted for 6-digit code. I had actually just logged in. So waiting for this code, not coming. Yes, here it is. So I'm going to put my code there, verify my account. Signed in, welcome. I usually uncheck this, then I activate my license. So activating my license, it asks me if I need to continue with the Elementor Hello theme. This is what I use. I love the Elementor Hello theme. Why? It's good for SEO. Two, it's very lightweight. When I use other themes, most of them are badly written. So I need to, when maybe I'm using another theme, I'll have to search a lot for well-written themes. So I use the Hello theme, which is very, very, very amazing. So the name of our site is KEMSA. Have a logo. So I already did the logo. I downloaded just the KEMSA app and the KEMSA logo, not app. And as you can see, I can group this. I actually did these things again. Okay, everything can be separated from here. Even the pills, you can see I redid them. I actually downloaded these two pills and I converted them into KEMSA colors and all that. I did the normal logo, I did the alternate logo on black, and I did the favicon. So the logo is done. It's just here. It's here. So, point to note: have an organized folder structure, file structure. It really saves you a lot. It helps you in your design and even in your personal life, organization. So this is my work folder. I have a logo of the folder of design and photos. Whenever I have documents, let's say company profile, I usually put it here. So you see, I have a very, very neat structure, such that even if I have one of my designers continue with the job, they actually have a very, very good structure. So design, logo, you can see I have the source files here in AI folder, and I have the final here. Okay, so I have my 3 exported photos. So I'm going to drop in the main logo here, not the alternate, so that you can be able to add it, and then I'm good to go. I just need to close that one right there. Now, the other place I go is appearance themes. Why? Because I need a child theme. So it's already activated. I had activated it. So I downloaded the child theme and I'm going to activate it. Why do I use a child theme? Because if the main theme has got updates and I've extended functionalities on this child theme, they will not be reset because the main theme has updated. So now I have my Pro installed, I have my Elementor installed, I have my theme installed. Next, I go to Elementor settings. I ensure that my settings are okay. First thing, I disable default colors and I disable default fonts, and then I save changes. The next thing, I go to features. We're going to use Flexbox. So I'm going to enable Flexbox container, even the grid container, and really nothing on that. Those are the only two things that we're going to enable, and then I'm going to save changes. Next, I'm going to do integrations. What I'm going to integrate here is the reCAPTCHA version 2 and version 3. I usually have this file here where I have all my options. I have every single thing here. Just close all these others. So I usually save my settings like here, they're all over, but I have a version 2 here capture, and I have a version 2 site and secret. I do version 3 site secret and site key, or other site and secret key. Okay, and I save it. Do you know why? So that I can be able to validate my forms and all those things, prevent bots. So what I do next, I come to Google reCAPTCHA, just start reCAPTCHA. I log in, using my console. I can go to the version 3 admin console. Okay, this is the version 3. I can click on settings, and just remove one side because I know there are more than 50. It's already here. So I've put KEMSA.elementor.co.ke. So what we do, we just add a domain. Sake of learning, I say KEMSA.elementor.co.ke, and I say add, and I say save. Okay, so I do the same for version 2 as well. Checkbox. Now there are some clients that really believe we have we have it here. They say I really need the checkbox. Okay? So I'm already done now with my Elementor settings, and now let's dive to design. After doing our integrations and enabling the features and doing our settings, we're going now to design the header. Okay. Most important thing of the site is the header. Contains the navigation, social media sites, the other people put contact information. If it's an e-commerce, people put a cart and all those things. Now the first thing you will need to do is have a menu first. So you go to appearance, menus, and create a menu that will be able to add on the header. So menu name, I'll call it main navigation, and I'm going to look just top of the bar here. I'm not going to put this drop downs. I'm just going to put this menu bar as it is. So home, about, core, business. So let me go to custom links here. I'll put a hash in the links so that the links don't go anywhere. Home, about us. So I can have core, business. Then info hub is services restroom. Okay. Info hub. So we have e-services. So we can have restroom. icon tabs. So we already have our menu, so we save our menu and we already have our menu. Don't worry about checking these boxes. We are going to use Elementor. We're going to do everything manually and pull our menu. So the next section in Elementor, we go to templates. We go to templates and we're going to add a new template. Okay, so we choose a template. It's a header. We name our template as header, and then we create the template. Okay, so after creating our template, we're going to have a dialog that tells us to import any of these templates. And because I have the Pro, I can just put any block here of the header. But I don't want to do that. I want us to create one for us. So rather than in image generator, we don't really need that navigator. We can close it as of now. So the next thing I do, I click this responsive mode. Okay, I have desktop, I have tablet, and I have mobile. What I do, I come and click this gear icon, I manage breakpoints, and I put a laptop, so such that I have 4 of them. So I update. It will need me to reload. I'm going to reload, and I will have the four of them. So next, we are going to need something called a style kit. The style kit, gives us a complete set of colors, fonts, and all these things. So over the years, I've customized mine such that I have one standard one. All I need to do is change the colors and change the fonts. But the settings of my H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, they are all the same. So I will click this hamburger icon here and go to site settings to show you what I mean. See, we have the global colors here. So these are the default colors that come with Elementor. We have the global fonts. Yeah, that this is Roboto. It's Roboto slab. Text we have Roboto, and the accent we have Roboto as well. So we have you see, primary, secondary, text, and accent. All of them are done by this site settings. So it's a style kit that you upload. So where do you get your style kit? I will open a new tab of my website. I love working in tabs. So come to templates. When I click on templates, I can click on all. There's something called a default kit. This is the kit that we are editing here. Okay, so we have a header, the one that we are doing now. So what I'm going to do, because I've done all these things and it's a lot of work creating a style kit, I'll do another video where I'll teach you how to do these things. So I will go to Elementor, I go to Tools, and I am going to say import export kit. I'm going to import a template kit. I will actually share this kit with you so that if you want to work with me, you can. So I'll select file. I have it saved here. So new website template kit, and already I have the plugin. Only does my site settings, and I'll say import. So it will set up my kit, and my site is now live. So if I refresh this page, I will have a new kit live. You can just close this. So I already have my kit. You can see even the name header has changed. So what I need to change my colors. Still, I don't think if my kit has really applied. Still, it hasn't. Let me just have a look again. Let me close that. Try to put in a heading. Oh yes, it has. So if I duplicate this, let me just show you what a style kit does. If I duplicate this, let's say I have that as my H1, this is H2, this is H3, this is H4, this is H5, and this is H6. So all these are in my kit. If I put just a button and I drop it in, my button is already configured. Should have all the colors. But let us just put it, we'll configure it right now. So I can also have a text editor here. Yeah. So you can actually multiply text like that. So we can go to our site settings. So our global colors are these. So we are going to change these global colors based on our colors. If we go back to the KEMSA website, you can see the dominant color is blue. Okay, so this automatically becomes our primary color. Okay, then we have the orange, okay, that complements the blue. This becomes our secondary color, and then we have an accent of green, which becomes our accent color that we'll use for buttons. So we're actually going to use I have something called Power Toys. If you have Windows 11, you can enable this. It has a very, very, very good eyedropper. Now you can pick your colors. Actually, I'd already picked them. So you can actually just pick all of them and just remain with one dashboard. This gray is from the tagline. So you can go to the blue, copy, minimize Illustrator, and go back here and paste. As our primary, we go to our secondary, paste on our secondary text. I usually use 22222, or I can use 2A 2A 2A. Our accent is this green. Copy and paste. So in my custom colors, I usually put transparent. There's white, there's gray 1, gray 2, gray 3, black 1, black 2, black 3, and also I can see here we have a gray 6. I don't know why it's gray 6. And just name it gray 4. Okay, so that is my colors. So for the fonts, I have my normal body text. I'm using Poppins. Let us not use Poppins today. Let us use something like Moolish. Love Moolish. It's good to actually know and explore these Google fonts. Actually, Elementor gives you a list of Google fonts. So for the normal, I usually have categories. I have normal, I have body, I have oblique, which acts as my italic font, and I have emphasis. So let me set all of this as Moolish. Okay, I think the heading that I'm using here is Sans. Yes, Sans. That's my heading. Okay. So I can just load this, and the theme style, typography, is usually set on whatever is on my custom. Okay, so I have H1 as H1, the ones that I have set there. Okay, so I have set all of them based on what I have on my custom font. So let's go to buttons. Okay, my text color on buttons. I really get this problem with Elementor. I don't know why. Sometimes it does not load my full style kit. As you can see, it's even reverted it to to the default, so I have to like keep on refreshing. So if you have a fix, kindly read in the comment section. See, we have had to refresh for it to come back. So go to buttons. So I go to text color. I usually put it as white. Okay, and I usually put either my secondary color and my accent color on hover. Okay, just to maintain the white. Okay, so like that. Okay, this is one of the ways I put it. Or sometimes I put my accent color and my secondary color on hover. So for this, we're going to do a smooth design. I usually look at the client's logo and I'm like, for the buttons, we can do a small border radius of like 5, okay, because it's not that smooth. But I can increase it a bit to 10, 10 pixels. And I can do a padding of 15, 25, 15, 25 at the top right, bottom left, PRBL. Yeah. So my typography for buttons, I normally put the bold button text. It's just the normal, but with a higher font weight. So I've already designed my logo according to how it should be. So 10 is too much. So let us put it at 5. Just for the small edits. So I will update. Now I have my style kit uploaded. So I can customize even my form fields exactly from here. I want to place my form fields such that every form I placed is already customized. So that is exactly how I do stuff. So you can have, let's say, the labels. You can't see the form here, but I can have everything. But as you can see, Elementor has crashed again on the thing, the style kit. So typography, normal, body text, serious, come back again. I really need a fix for this. So we have normal body text color, can do 2222. My accent, of course, is that is my accent color. I don't need all that. So I can just do the basics. So I can save my style sheet and we can go straight into the design of the header. So I'll just delete every single thing here, okay? And I will add here plus button. I'll add a flex box. I've come to love flex boxes so much. Why? Because it saved me a lot of time. Okay. Before we were using, let's say these grids, they were called sections. Yeah. So we would come, let's say here, and then I would do my addings here for content and all those things, and I will do that for I ensure, let's say I have a left of 10% on let's say desktop. I have 7%, let's say, on laptop. I have 5% all around for these things and all that. It was a lot of work. But for here, I can just click on my flexbox. I say my content width is boxed, and then I use percentage here, and I say it's 80. Okay, when I say it's 80, it means that the content that will be here will be 80% on all places. So let us just revert this. Let's just revert this and actually put this 80 on the desktop. So it simple means that all the other devices are going to inherit. Okay, as you can see, they're grayed out because they have inherited the 80% we have for the mother. Now, what happened is that because I had changed for the tablet, the phone did not automatically inherit that. Okay, so here we go. We are going to change the background color instead of having all this clutter, we're going to have two menus. So we go to style, and then we go to background, go background type. I can do a primary color like that. So you can see our background covers end to end, but our content is only 80%. So what are we going to put? Let us remove this clutter and put it here on the left. Let's say social media icons. Okay, I usually love them on their circle. Okay? Love them on their circle, and change the size. I want them to be a bit smaller. Yes, like that. And change the padding to dog. No, I don't touch the padding. Spacing. So spacing just a little bit. Okay, can do that. So let us get this link here. The link address. We put it on the Facebook. Okay, we do the Twitter link address on Twitter, and we're going to do the YouTube link address on the YouTube. That's all. Okay, so I've just decided let us start with that. Now, when we had started, there was something called invitation to what? Invitation to suppliers and stakeholders, brainstorm, conference, and view detail. Okay, so I'm going to use this for the same. So I'm going to, first do this website that I love called convertcase.net. Okay, teach yourself of clean design. Clean design, very, very, very clean design. Always ensure you put your things very well. You can do this as capitalized case. Copy here, and then have the text editor. Put it here. I think not. Put it here. I will always change it. So paste it there. So we can have it in white. Okay. So I can have my navigator and just put my text on the right. Okay. So, and then I am going to either have, I'm going either to have another text here, okay, or a button. I'm going to think about it for the call to action. But now let me actually click on this container and actually align every single item in the center. Okay. Now, as you can see, there is this is like hanging up on top because Elementor puts some padding automatically on text. So I googled online and I found some code that we actually put to Elementor to hide that white space bottom, the point of paragraph. It's a CSS. It's a CSS thing that that we use. So I can go to customize, and I can actually be publishing this. Mostly, let's add the condition. You actually do it on the entire site. You include it on the entire site. Just save. So I can go to customize and put my additional CSS here. So using this class Elementor widget text editor, the paragraph of the last child, my margin bottom is 0 pixels. So I update that, and when I update this, it's supposed to clear this space that is placed immediately after text. Yes, and that's it. Just cleared that. Now, the other thing, I'll do a button. Okay. let's do a button. We'll do it as click here. It's okay. We'll know how to do it. But let's take the view details and say link address. We just have it there. Stakeholders brainstorm conference. Okay. So now we need to arrange these things. What I love now with flex boxes is because we can, like in a click of a button, we can do space between, we can do space around, we can do space evenly, we can align everything to the end, we can align everything to the center, we can align everything to start. Okay. Now, we can do space between, but you can see this one will not align to this one, and they are kinda linked to the same thing. Okay. So what we will do, we can either put the click here, or we can add another container, and nest another container in here and have our content inside this container. Okay, like that. And we're going to change the container direction to row such that everything snaps. We're going to align everything in the center. Okay, and we are going to align everything to the end. Okay, and we are going to just increase the size here, just like that. Okay, and then we are going to line our social icons to the left. And this is why I love containers. If we were using greens, we will have a section 1, section 2 for this. So we are going to actually remove all the padding and actually control everything with padding. That's how I usually do it. I use percentages. I just do 1% bottom and 1% top. But I mostly, for this top bar, I can use 0%, 0.5% bottom and 0% top. Okay, because of this thing. So for this button, because it was 15, 30, 15, 30, because it's a small it's a sidebar, I can use 10, 15, 10, 15. Yeah, such that it is small enough for a top menu. Okay, so I can put my text color as white and put my color as secondary because the orange contrasts well with the blue. And on my hover, I can just put it as white, and I can put an animation of flow. Okay, or let's say hang. Okay, so but because this is just a government website, let's go to the contemporary ones, just growing and shrinking. So here we have our first top menu. Now we're going to have our second menu, which we're just going to use a flex box. Okay, again, and now this one we're going to have a background of white. Okay, and we're going to put site logo first. Okay, then you can see there is no thing showing that we have this thing. So what we do, we can come here and we come border. Okay, and we put a box shadow. Okay, there's like a box shadow, as you can see. We are going to edit it later after we are done with the elements inside. So from there, this is how I love putting my image size. I do a height of 100 mostly, depends on the logo. Okay, or 75 mostly. Okay, also still too big. I do a height of 50. and do a height of 50. Check it again, see how it looks like. So same thing, same settings for here. Just align my items in the middle. Okay? And I love doing zero paddings so that I control every aspect. I really love controlling my design. So there is a top and a bottom, just do 1% on each. So then I will do my menu. Just do this WordPress menu there. Okay, main navigation. The layout is horizontal, of course. Alignment, can align it katikati. So for some reason, this is detecting this as my tablet. That's why we're having a breakpoint here. Let me put a breakpoint of none first so that we can edit this. So the spacing is too much. Spacing is too much. So the text color, I put the blue. Yes. Okay. This is for beginners. Let me bold it small kiasi, and then I can do a horizontal padding or something like that. My logo is too big. Well, let me continue just constraining it. Yes, so let's have something like that. 5. Yes. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting. But if I press this, you see what you will get. So I've put this, and now I'm going to put a call to action of what you call an icon, or rather an icon box. Let us put a call now here. Don't mind these things, because you can always control them in the main navigation. You can just drop it down there. Yeah, navigator, not main navigation. So let's put a call. No, phone. Yeah. This government, I still use that, and we can say call. Is it call? Call us now, right? And where is their number? Here is their number. Okay. This is how I usually do my numbers. Okay, I don't put brackets. Just do plus 754 719 just UX, so that it looks neat. Okay, title HTML tag. You can have it on S3. I will tell you what that is just now. And I want the icon to be like that. View, I want it stacked like that. Yes. And then I can have my primary color is that one. I can have my size. Let's control my size kidogo like that. Let me change first the heading. The typography of the title. I can even put this emphasis. I can have it as like that. Why is it not changing? So I can have my normal body text. I can have a H6 there, and then for my description, I just have my text. Let me change the color, match that icon. I can have it as my bold body text like that. Yes. So let me come to the icon and style it. No, I'm changing the wrong thing. I'll go to my size. Okay. So on content, spacing between the title and Penani is too much, and put it as 1 or 2. Yeah. Such that when I go to my size of my icon, look like that. Oh, yes. Secondary color is let us not ignore it's that way. Content align, content center, not the start. Start looks good. Vertical alignment with my icon in the middle so that my icon can be smaller. Let's put it at 20 like that. So now you can see we are having something at least that, I can say the designer knows what they're doing. So my content width is boxed. I can have same 80% to bring about uniformity. Okay. So as I can see no update, I can preview it here and see how it looks like. So you can see we already have a header. Now let us put space between. Okay. Just do space between our elements in the header such that this snaps here, this snaps here, this one snaps here. Okay, so we have our beautiful animation here. We have our social media platforms. So we're going to actually remove these things. The first thing to remove is this what is it called, style, the page heading. Where is it? Go somewhere here. Oh yeah, they actually gone to the header settings, so you can actually remove the header title from somewhere. So let us edit this this menu. Do I really need a pointer? I really do not need a pointer. All I can do is hover colors. So our normal is the blue. You can have a hover of that, and when it's active it's the same yellow, something like that. Let me go back to content. I can have pointer as none. I don't need it to be very busy. I'm just maintain it like that. I can have it like that, and what else? Nothing. Let me just update it. We're actually doing just the header for laptop. See, and go home, about, for business, and all those things. So we already have a header for our website. So the shadow is 2#. I can come here and go to style, go to border, and actually just change my border a bit light, and actually just make it vertical so that it's not seen here. Okay, so just have to place it somewhere. So next update, and this page is refresh, automatically I have something like that. To me it's also still very harsh. I love it, very subtle. Yes, very subtle. So we're already done with the header. The other thing we have to do is to make it sticky. Okay, to make it sticky, I've done this for design purposes only to show you this, but apparently I usually nest my container such that I just have one thing, because if you were to make this sticky, I would come to advanced and come to motion effects and say sticky top. Okay, and come here again and repeat the same process. Now I have two options. Mostly I nest my headers, okay, but most of the times I never want this top part to be sticky. So what do? I usually just make this sticky. Okay, so we are going to do our stick it to the top. We're going to do a page, and you will see exactly what I mean. So I also feel that this top header is quite big, so we're going to reduce this to 0.2. Yes. So we're already done with the header. For this website for desktop and laptop mostly. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are now going to have a look how it looks on laptop, and then have a look at how it looks on tablet. So we have to put our menu. We have a breakpoint. So our breakpoint, which it needs to break at this thing called tablet. Okay, so at tablet, it's supposed to give us a hamburger icon. So which sometimes I remove and I put what we call I love stream. All icons. I love this icon as my breakpoint icon. So mostly what I'll do, I'll go to this how my menu will look on what is it called? This is how it will look on I'm even confused. This is how it will look on a tablet. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I am going to actually grow this, to grow this other container, okay, such that when how do I explain flex boxes, CSS flex? Hey, such that when, let's say, we are shrinking this thing, it grows. Now, I am also going to look for space for this thing. Let me show you what I mean. Like that. I have the option of stretching the contents of these flex boxes so that they fit exactly the width here. Okay, and in my width, I love using percentages. Since this thing is still a candidate, it's a release candidate. To me, they have not really they have not really mastered. Okay, they have not really mastered how this thing should work. There are some things, there are some features I will really want them implemented. Okay, so the good thing now, you can use the custom width here in percentage, and you can also use the custom width of a flexbox and the custom width of an object to form to create a very good alignment with the object itself. So let me just put this as default. You can either stretch the object, stretch the container, or stretch the mother container that the object is contained with. The object, okay, English is hard. The object is, okay. In everything, I love using percentages. Why? Percentages is what we call fluid design. It's not fixed. It will take a percentage of the screen, so it snaps with the screen that is available. So we have fixed this. We want to do the same for this. Now, my question is this: do we really need this button for mobile and tablet? According to me, we don't. So we need to hide it for tablet and mobile. So how do we do that? We click it, we go to advanced, we go to responsive, and we hide on tablet and mobile. Okay. Now, from there, we can put our line. It's called toggle align to right. And after pushing it to right, we can go to style. This toggle button, you can have its color as that red background color. See, it's having some gray color. That's why I usually have the transparent one there. Okay, and I can change the size as I feel pleased. So I have that. The other thing, we can still have this, okay, let's say on tablet, and we can change the order like that. Okay. We can also you know, is it here? We can also no. How was this thing? Can also align to self. We can come to this WordPress menu, we align to self and have it at the end. Okay. And when we go back to our laptop or desktop, we can have it aligned as, let me just get it back. Yeah. So when we go to our laptop, we can have it aligned, you know, we can still have the menu aligned at the center. When we go to the tablet, we can have it aligned as this. And when we go to our our laptop, we can hide this thing completely. So that means it does not take, you know, time, not time, it does not take space. So I can have this one boxed at 80. I can have this one, the top one, boxed also at 80. So with mobile, I usually put my icons at the middle. I align my things at the middle. So I will have that one aligned to center, and I will have that one aligned to center. But I can change this, okay, not to be a row, but to be a column vertical. And I can also do the same for this, like that. Okay, sounds a bit complex, but that's how they designed it to be, and that's how it's going to work with it. So I'm going to kill all the padding, because the padding in my container is controlled by the outside container. I am going to click on the parent container, and I am going to have, let's say, padding 5 and padding 5. Yes, I'm going to have padding 5 and padding 5 from my top menu. For this one, I'm also going to do the same. I'm going to have my columns vertical. Direction, because I want KEMSA on one side, okay, and this other thing on this other side. So I can have not there. Oh, because this one is broken. So let me update it and see how it looks. Inspect. It's how it looks on an iPad, okay, and it's how it looks on a phone. So I just need to, have that menu there. So most times I use a fly out icon, a fly out pop-up menu that will fly out, from the left and make this thing amazing. But I'll teach that later. So we already have our menu that is up there. Okay, done with containers and all these things. So we can move next to now creating our first page. We're going to create we're already done with our header. We're going to create our first page. We're going to go to pages and say, add new. And we're going to call it home. Okay. We're going to call it home. This is our first home page. We're going to publish. And we're going to set it with Elementor. So we're going to go back to our dashboard. I really love having a dashboard here. And for here, I will download some of the photos. I already downloaded some of the photos, as I told you. And, I don't love how their images are. That's on the images on this side, action is on the left. There's something called visual hierarchy. Our eyes scan from left to right. So it's better having the graphic on this side and text on this other side. So I'm just going to, skew their photo, flip this photo from this side to this side. And, I'm going also to rework on these things. I already reworked it, this strip banner ad, so that can go from end to end. I made it a bit longer because I looked for some viruses, I just section layers and all that. So still on our working folder, yes, here it was. I said, you need to arrange your working folder so well. So you go to documents, not documents, photos. That's how I arrange my photos. The raw ones that I've downloaded, I put them in a folder called raw, and these other ones that I've converted, I put them in WebP version. I only use WebP version for my websites, 200 KB and below. Yeah. So I have downloaded some of the slides that you're going to use. I can just try to click here and do some open with. I have Photoshop here. So it's one of the slides. So I'm going to say file. Image rotation. I'm going to flip canvas horizontal. Okay. Yes, we'll have the KEMSA buttons looking all weird and all that, but I want it like that. So, and I'm going to Control Shift S and change here to WebP. Don't use the normal WebP that comes with Photoshop. I love this other one. So I can say this is hero slider image. I love naming it. Let me just say KEMSA hero slider image because it's good for SEO. When bots are scanning, they scan also the alt tags, okay, in your image. So that's why I usually love naming them like this, because when you search about KEMSA, this image will come. Okay? So I use that. I say save. Come here to preview. This is the Google plugin. On 68, I usually see if I can push it to around 200. I'm good. On 89 because I want to maximize the quality. Okay. So just the other image. I just say yes, go back to the rows. Do this hero slides. Yeah. So I can do image rotation and flip my canvas horizontal. Don't mind the things. So flatten the image, save it as hero image 2. And that's at 90 at there. So I can do 97 and see. 97 is quite past 300. So 82. So I can do 91. 90. I have 182. I have some good quality there. So we do the other one. This, I don't know if it's Masai Turkana lady there. So I can really just flip my canvas horizontally. Okay. Then I save it as WebP. This will be my image 3. And I say save. So I have 119, 146, 168, 82 is good. Okay, so I already have my images. So I have my home button, my home image, sorry, and this is where I wanted to go. I go and say hide title, and just click this hide title button. So what's the first thing I do? I do my flexbox direction bro, and what do I want? It's still boxed. I want my content to be at 80% to align with my other menus. I can actually check if it's inherited in all. Actually, the only thing that's not inheriting is the phone. Okay, so I can come here. Okay, go to style, go to background type. You know what? I can put a slideshow. Okay, because they so much love slideshows. I don't like slideshows. They're not recommended because of responsivity. Yes, but I will show you how we play with slideshows on mobile, especially. So that's why we've moved to static images, content on the left. Okay, so you can create a new gallery. Start with this guy on KEMSA. So I'll show you that KEMSA guy. So this lady. Okay, and just put it like that. Okay, so what do we want? Because our image, our focus is on the right, we can actually have our background position as center right. Okay, background size we can cover, okay, such that it does not repeat itself. And let me just have this effect, have a mean height. I usually use view height. Okay, VH are very good for fluid design, so I can just snap it to where I see where it starts to zoom. So I usually use it there. Maybe it will be 57 for this. And what I think I can add is some Kanbans. Okay, I don't want to lazy load because it's the LCP, just contentful paint. So I would want it to transition it like that. I would want it to transition slowly. It's transitioning faster. Let me see how 900 will look like. Okay, it's okay. That's much better. Can have a can bounce on that, and then we are going to have a heading. Yeah, left. Okay, so remember what we do, we just align all our items at the center like that, and then we have the boilerplate or the touch-up phrase that see they have. So let me look for something that they have that we can use. I'm looking for something that aha, yes, you can use this. You can say come back to our convert case here and just have a capitalized case on this. You can say providing reliable, affordable, and quality health products, and we have it there. Okay, now we can work on the content here, okay, such that we can reduce that width to even less. Okay? We can have reduced that width even less and say, you know what, we want this content to be at start. So we can align everything to the left, have our content not working. Don't worry, I am still also learning on this thing. No, it's aligned to so. Why aren't you? Now this is this myself. So we need this text to span to the left. Okay. So, and neither of my things are working. I don't know why. Zero ideas. Not know why it's not working. But anyway, in the meantime, as I figure that out, I can just do another, and decide to constrain the text. There are very many ways to fix this. I can constrain the text itself, have this at 100, at 80 that we talked about, because that's what I wanted. Yeah, and then yes, I don't know what it's doing because it's using percentages. It is padding on both sides, so I can constrain this text. I come percentage here and I say on the right, give me a 70%, okay, or a 60, okay, give me a 60%. I don't want 60% of that thing not working, so I can even do a 55. So, and then I'm going to put button down for a call to action and say, let's repeat. You can have this container like that, and you have a button down here. And have a button down there. You can justify content in the middle, and we align items to the left like that. We change the direction of the container to column. So I'm going to change all the buttons and interchange the colors. Okay. So as you can see, our text is not blending. But first, let us change the title. Not the title, the colors of our button. And change the color of our button from primary, and then we hover on the secondary and over on the accent. Now let's fix this text. This text, it looks like someone who has just woken up and has decided, you know what, I just want to create a website for the sake. No. So what we do, we put a background overlay on our slider. Okay, you can do a background overlay of our text. Okay, and we can play here with how dark we want our background to be. And here we're going to have our typography at H1 because we want it big. Let us just have a look at it. Yes, you can have it at that, and can have it at that. Let me see how it will really constrain this text. Can have it at 55. Yes, like that, and we can have our button say read more, and let's say we can have a link, take it to say about us. Okay, so we can have that, and can, let's say, preview our changes, see how it looks like. And here we go. You know, we have our our slider well in. So as you can see, their heads are being constrained. So what I mostly do, depending on the photos, because I don't do, I ensure my photos have got no big headroom. So let's check this other one. I ensure that the headrooms are not so big. The headroom is good. So after having the headrooms which are not so big, what I do, I say top right. So it means it will give priority over the heads. So with that, I can come to my layout and increase the size of the container. Okay, just put it at 60. And I can just update and see. Because I don't want the heads just being cut out as we are having yes, this is much better, as we are having the Kanban's effect. Okay, so let's give this thing some animation, because it's just like another government website. So let's make it fade in from the left like that. We make that animation slower. Okay, and then we can have this button animate also from bottom to up like that. Make it a bit slow, more sex. So update the thing, and this is how our animation will do. So we want this to delay a bit, not just to come in. So we can have an animation delay of 500 microseconds. So first of all, they don't just appear at the same time. And see, I have that and I have that. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so from there we are going now to have their quick links, because they had a quick link here. These things, we are going to look at, what is really important here. Then, because we can increase this button so that they look appealing. So we can have procurement, warehousing, distribution, sales and marketing, business. Don't know here. What is this? We have e-services. We have LMIS. I know this. Maybe learning management information system. I don't know. And we have staff email. So we're just going to add two more. So we have LMIS. I don't know what this is. And they have like two versions. We have the with 3 and 2. So we also have their webmail here. So let us put some beautiful icons here, and see how it goes. So then pull in a container. Now that we have not dominated a lot with their blue, we can still have our flexbox here at 80%. We're going to do the responsive versions later. Let me just have this at 80. And then here we're going to have the style, have it at that blue of theirs. Okay, so where is that things? Here we go. So we're going to just change how these icons look. We can have an icon box. Okay, procurement. So I usually design the first one. Procurement, we can do file. Right. can do a file. I usually love the solid ones. Let's start it, and then let's call it procurement. Let's give one letter, one word. Fuel tenders. Fuel tenders. That's it. So then from there we can style it. We can put our primary color as this orange of the yes. Size is too big. Okay, and have something like that. Okay. What else? The content. This is the heading. Let's put it white. It's our H6. No, H5 is better. And here we can have also in white and our normal body text. Here the spacing can have 2. Yes, much better. So you can reduce the icon spacing. Like that. Okay. So and let's actually edit our container to be a row. We start and then center, and then let us do control our padding. Let's give it 2, the bottom of 2. Okay, so let us check the hover of this primary color and our secondary color. Let's see how the green looks like. No, so let us just maintain it like that. And the hover animation, no, you can grow it if you want. You can grow it if you want, just like that. So that just like we say, this is a government. Yes, we don't need too much animations, but we can spice it up a little. So it is exactly what I have. I don't need a border radius. I don't need a border radius. No. Yes. So that is exactly how we can do, our quick link. So we've said we're going to use there are 4, and we're going to add 2 more. Okay, we're going to add 2 more. So we're going to add 6. So you can come back and we just put space between them. Okay. So we have warehousing. Just use their thing. Say to go here. Use a capitalized case. Just it there for housing. Okay. So let us look for something like that looks like a warehouse. We have one icon. Distribution, drug and medical supplies. Okay. I love using this one. So let's call this distribution. There's something called distribution. Now delivered distribution. Okay, car. Yes, the new car. sales and marketing. Plus or fill in form. So we have all us or fill in form. So we've said for uniformity, we ensure we do clean work. So always ensure you do clean work for your clients. Even typos, fix them. So that, this industry has just professionals who know what they're doing. So that this business is retained here. Because most of the business goes outside to Fiverr and all those things. So let us put an email here. It's called an envelope. Call staff email. Say says email. Let's delete this first and see. Too many. So far so good. Looks amazing. Looks really amazing. Yeah? So we have quick actions with this over here, and they can really help the end user. So because I'm seeing an even thing, so how about we can actually align them to top so that they are not uneven because of the variation in text. Now, we do not want this as a call to action, as in the quick link, because because tough and all the people who access this website. Okay, so let's call it access KEMSA LMIS. Okay, now we have the top bar, we have the menu. Okay, we have the quick links. Now there are people who are coming to this website to know who KEMSA is all about. Okay, so in my opinion, instead of putting about down here, let's have something up here. Okay, so let us do flexbox. Let's do one that has that. Still our boxed at 80%. Our mobile, put it at 80. We're going to do the mobile version just now. So let us do something very traditional. Just put an image here. Okay, I had downloaded an image of a small or a young person or a young baby, and actually just converted it to baby. Also ensure all your images are see why I really insist on the title. I say about KEMSA, ensure that it has it as the alt text, see, and caption. Sometimes put it as description. I really just replicate that because I'm lazy doing all these things. But ensure all your images have got alt text. Yes, because it's going to help in your SEO. So we can put that image here, and then traditionally have text on the right, and then we can go to the about. Okay, let's say copy this as the about. Okay, KEMSA is a state corporation that the Ministry of Health establishes under the KEMSA Act 2013. Okay, That's it. Yes, I have something here. Or whose mandate is to procure and all that. So you see, these are the things we're talking about. The layout of your content should really be on top, because as you can see, someone coming to read about KEMSA will just know it's corporation under the KEMSA Act 2013. Actually, the good chunk of the about is found in the footer, which the user will be tired to read. So there's another money. Let me just tile the thing and align items to here center, justified center, so it can snap it with this image, and take this button and paste it here. Yes, goes to read more, it goes to about. So you need a heading. I usually don't get tired just copy and pasting my content. So you can have a heading content here. Give this color, this way it looks like. Let us remove this padding. Okay. Just say about us. Okay. Now you can put this prominent HTML tag of H2 because we need robots to use this tag. Okay. We need robots to use this tag for this thing. Let me just put that about us there. Now you should always name your containers. Like name this as the hero section. We said clean work always. Things. Okay. About us. Okay. So there we go. We can you have the hero quick links about us. We need to actually work on this padding a little. We can give it love putting margins, and have margin 5%. Yes, and so you have a padding of 0 such that it's only constrained by the percentages. So you can have padding top of 5. This is where now I check my responsivity so that I can have reusable blocks. Yeah. So for this is how it looks on my tablet. I can always check how it looks on my tablet here. Okay. Here's my iPad mini. Yes, you see there is overlapping content. So what I can do, I can either put a wrap here, but it's usually gives me something very different. I usually don't like using a wrap here. What I do, I mostly love changing the titles. Okay, I love changing titles, the font sizes of the titles, okay? So that my thing can be as flawless as possible. Yeah, so that can be one of my options. Go to content, change my even to 1 rem. Okay. Check how it will be like. Style. It did not change anything. Still getting the same in distribution and warehousing. So I can increase my wrap and train it with gap between elements and ensure either I have 3 on top or 3 on top like that. Depends on how it looks like, but alignment wise this does not really look so good, so I can mess it up with these justify options that I have here. Yeah, so I can either do the space evenly or I can do the space between or the center. Okay, center does not really look bad, so I can choose how my things will look here by having this. So what I'll do, I usually put padding all around my icons. Yeah, and do that. Copy, paste style, yeah, such that at least I have some padding. Yeah. So here on mobile, I really don't need space between elements and have the center on them because they will need to flow on each other. So I will need more padding on the mobile one, especially top bottom. I will also need to center my content in the middle. Okay, and I can have actually 0 left and 0 right padding and increase my top bottom padding on the icons because I am using fingers. Okay, and have paste style, just paste style like that, paste style like that. Okay. So this one is done on mobile. For this one I don't really need to change my text here. I can ensure it's left, right? So for the background, I come to style and I come to my background position. I use what does not have people, okay, because it's destructive. So I will use top left, okay, most of the time, and I will ensure that I use more overlay on my mobile because I want to hide most of my content, most of my background content. But we are having this background that is very empty. So you can either be forced to go back to, maybe center, so that we just see some activity happening in the background. Yes. So we can have that. We can put some margin top on this. I usually use percentages, so 10 to separate my title and my thing here. Now on tablet I wanted to fix this. I will actually justify my content center for this, and I will ensure that my padding is not there, this baby. So for this thing, I will actually have a border radius of like 10 so that I get that smooth effect. but I usually don't love when my image is smaller than my text. So there are two ways to do this. I use a spacer. You can use a spacer. Okay. I can use a spacer and say, you know what, I'm going to have a background of an image. It's one of the tricks that I really learned. Okay. So with this spacer, I can exactly control how I want my image. Okay. And where I want my image to be. Okay. So I can say center there where the baby is, and I can control it the way I want, and also put in my facts of border, and have still my border radius there. Okay, so even if I delete the original image, okay, I can control where my thing is. So if I want the face of this baby, I know where the baby is. I can do top center. Okay, and then I can constrain my image there. Okay, now for this text, I can quickly this container, and I can change the margin left to around 10 pixels, or 10 is too much, around 5 pixels, okay, so that I have that effect. The other thing I can do is come to the mother container and say gap between elements. I do it like that. Okay, there's so many ways to do it. So what do? I come here, I change the gap between elements from here and put on my percentages. Most of the time I will not see my changes. I do not know why. And I am not seeing my baby here on where is it? Here on lap. So go to background. You see, because I had done this baby on tablet, that's where I started, because I was showing you something. You need to start it on the mother device so that the rest can know how to snap. Now with desktop, it will automatically take the width of this thing. It will automatically take that. So and normally you will not fill the gap between elements. I don't know why, some reason, but I can put adding a margin left around 5. Now I am not seeing my changes. Happens sometimes in Elementor. I don't know why. So let me just refresh. So far, this is how our website looks like. And it loads. So our website looks like so far. At least we're getting somewhere. At least. So we can have our spacing there. I don't know if I can still get the gap between elements. Still not yet. Element is not showing me not showing, but see, I can see the changes from here. Okay. Yes. Like that. I should preview the changes and see. not reflecting any of my changes. It's okay. We are using a spacer here. One of the other ways we can also work on this is by having a background image on this container. Okay, so and this is maybe one of the easiest, and maybe resize it using a spacer. So we can have that background image there. We can position center, okay, or top center, okay, so that we have that baby, and then we can actually have a spacer to space down this image like that. See, fixes are so many. There's a lot you can do in Elementor that can just wow you. So we can go back to border, go to our border radius 10, and can go back to our spacer, maybe reduce our spacer a bit. Okay, go back, we have a spacing there. That's our thing. Then have spacing of 3 as well there, and also we have our photo there, and we can have a padding of 0. So I have a padding of 0 on everything here as well. Come to here and actually have top 15. Okay, mobile. So on mobile you can do top 15, so that we have some good spacing. On this thing we have top 10, top 7 firstly. This one can remain as 5, this one 5. Now the good thing, we have one reusable block. I love the reusable blocks because they can be customized. You can put a 3 here. That's the good thing, because they can be customized again. So I just need to duplicate this, and I will have all the settings for mobile and all these things. Now we have already done these things. So what is next? So according to this KEMSA, now that I've spoken about the most important thing is not, according to me, not this 2020 thing, not this COVID thing, not even this. It's news, because there are some people who want to know more updates about what the company is doing and such things. So we're going to have, you see, another tab of latest news. And the good thing, we've already customized this container. You can only duplicate it, okay, and actually just delete this, okay. And even after deleting, you can also delete this as well. Okay, so we have a container that has already been customized for all devices. So we are going to take this. I saw that this thing has an animation. Okay, so you can this time fade it down like that. Okay, can have my text color here. Justify it. Normal body text, and I can fade it up. The entrance animation, I can fade this one up like that. This one I think was also fading up, and it had an animation delay of like 500. Okay, so let me just turn this to slow. Maybe not slow. Okay, so we have that. Now we can go to the next thing, which is the news. Okay, so how do we do the news? Okay, we go to posts. We can go to posts and actually have news done here. And I'd already done, I'd already done news, like 3-4 news samples. So I'll say add new. Okay, and I'll go to the first story. Used this one. Use this one. Just from the photos. Okay. Said this one. Flag. We are going. We can always do more. No problem. Yes. So we have this KEMSA Kaizen MOU. Said clean work. And, don't forget to do the abbreviations. KEMSA Kaizen MOU signing. So we can have that, and then we can have first paragraph. These are just examples that I'm doing, and we can have the second. So we can come to post, we come to our Photoshop, WordPress. Featured image is usually 1200 by 628. Yeah. Now Facebook image is usually 630. In most social media posts they take 630. So 630 has got no harm, so use 1200 by 630. Get your image. Where's the image? Here. Get the image. So image. Okay. Take it to Photoshop. Paste it there. Don't know why it's hanging. In the meantime, you can be doing another post. So I'm done. So I've said 1, 2, 3. So I'm just create all our posts here. So we're already done with putting the posts. We're going to put something we call a loop carousel. Okay, where we'll have a slider of posts. Okay, sliding display our news. So we're going to create template, save. Okay, so we're going to put a featured image. Okay, yeah, and then we're going back to put our title. Yes, there. We're going to give it a HTML tag of h2 because it's very important, and then we're going to style this differently. Let's put this as the title color, put a h4. Yes, and you can actually put it very bold like that. and we're going to put post excerpt here, just like that. Okay, so we just have that as our template, and yes, like that. So now we can edit how number of slides that we want, slides on display and slides on scroll. Okay, so slides on display, we can have 4, we can have 3. 3 works for us. 3 works for us. Slides, whatever number that they can. Now, we need a header here. Okay, so what we do, can duplicate this layer. Okay, it can actually delete this template, and then put our heading here. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. With the wheel, we have a heading here, and place it here, and paste it there, put it at the center. Okay. It can have this as a column vertical. Call this latest news. Okay, and copy this, paste it after the latest news. So we can actually delete. Just delete this so that we have this. Yes, that it. Now we can also get our button here, and paste and put it at the center. Give it a padding top of around 5, and say just read more. Give it the link to news. Okay? Yes. Oh, I can actually just even post this. Okay. So we have a read more call to action that takes you to news. So we already done with our latest news template. Now, what else do we need here now? We close these tabs that we'd opened. We go back. What next can we put? We can put actually the USP, or rather, we can't put the celebrating 100 years. Cannot put online visitors as a USP. I'm thinking can put mission, business model, and who we are. We can design it very well, and yeah, make it very, very, very neat for them. So, what are we going to do? We're going to do a flexbox with 1, 2, 3 columns. So we're going to add another one, add a new container. So 50 is at 100. I want to know how they are nested. 50. So you can have 50, 50, 50. So you can just have the same template. You can copy and paste the same style here. And paste the same style. So we just have the proportions well, and then we just return it to horizontal. So I can do my icon here, and then I will need a small heading. Let me just get another heading here, and then I can do my text editor. Yeah. So what I'll do, I will align it to left and say first thing is oh yeah. I did not like that one. I will use this one. Okay. Or rather, let me just use what they have. Okay. Yeah. And say who yeah can use user icon serves a h2 HTML tag. Let's do the h4 or okay. We can like pull this very well. We also have this in blue, and our text here. Okay. Now in planning, we have this on border, and make sure it's vertical. And we want just a bit. Okay. Like that. Then we make it very, very light. And you can have a border radius of 10. Yes, something like that. But I rather have the border all from 0. Okay. Now I can put in some padding. I'm doing my padding top. Let me just do a padding 5 all around, and then my right 3, my left 2. Okay. So we have something like that. It's like this, something like that. Okay. But we changed this text to be also more than the text, and say that. You can see how it looks on the laptop. This thing, and my thing here. So for here, we go at top of 10. Yes, then just duplicate it downwards. Now, all I need is to duplicate this. And just delete this. Okay. And then I duplicate this again. I see this thing will work. Really, I don't like how it works. So I can do left with 2, all around. So I have something like that. So we've said it's through here, and do our mission. Continuously. So you can have our mission here. We can have a handshake. This one. So we have business model. So business can have a briefcase. And change here to business model. Then we paste it data. So we can have something quite neat there. Okay. So the other thing we shall have is now you can have, what is this thing called? The strip banner ad. I can just copy an element, paste it, and say delete the elements that are inside, and right away you can put in an image. So I had done this strip banner, this one, for KEMSA Act, make it longer. So I think I have it here. Design strip banner copy. Here we go. So just select it. Yeah, I can use that strip banner ad. So for this, the left one, put it at 0 so that it snaps the same side as this, and now this is full, so that snaps in well. So we already have our strip banner ad. Okay, then duplicate this. What else shall we have? Partners, so let's just use this template instead of duplicating it, so that we can have those things. So can have, yes, our partners. These ones can have these logo icons. I will not go step by step in actually converting these logo items. I'm going to use them as they is. So we're going to use something called an image carousel and just place it there. Go to go to design, go to photos. For these ones I'm not going to go one by one, I'm just going to use them as they are. You let them load. That gallery. Okay, so let me just use full and see. Yes, I'm using them as full photos right now. Let me scroll. Arrows are inside. I need to know slides to show. I can start with 4. Let me see how 4 look like. Problem I'm having that it's not showing on desktop. I don't know why it's not showing live changes on desktop. So I can do a percentage here. Let's say 3. Same as here. And do a live percentage of 3. Also here on, I have 3 slides to show on this thing. I can have a pop of 5. Here I can have a pop of 10. So we now think done with we're now done, I think, home page. I don't think there's anything else that we can add. I don't know what can we add on the home page so that this living look, amazingly good. FAQs. Yes, an amazing way to wrap up. So we can have an accordion here and say duplicate this and just name it frequently asked questions, and delete this, and we can have something called an accordion. Or a toggle. Toggle is much better. So you'll have yeah. So in this toggle, you can say the border color, let me give it some gray. Give it a darker gray. Now the title, don't want a background title color, I can give it that. If it's active, let me give the secondary, let me give it H5. The content color, just give it text, and the typography is normal body text. So for the content, I copy that. Currently, it seems like I can't copy the title, but I can inspect this element. KEMSA. Okay, and get another one. Four. And have 4 or 5. 4 or 5 questions here. And have fourth one. Finally, all my titles. Now I can close back my thing, and copy that, paste it there, get this, copy that, paste it there, copy that, paste it there. Let me use this instead of, when you use the visual one, it copies up to, copies even the, what do we call it? It will copy the styling as well. What is the status? Well done. So I can update it like that. And now I think now we have an amazing homepage. Yeah. Let's make it responsive. Let's make it responsive. So I say it will look on mobile. So the first thing, of course, is to name your stuff. Containers, screen design. Because if your clients want to move, it will be easier for this mission, and easier for the other person who moved. All these street and okay, all these partners, all these views. Okay. So from there, I can just go to my hero section on mobile. I can check how I can improve. This text is aligned to the left, so I can align this to the left as well. In my template, I can remove any padding. Remove any padding that needs to be removed in the template as well. It will not push the walls there. Make sure there's a small spacing. I remove that on desktop. So here, I think we all need to change our padding around 10. So I copy this. I already have an info, so we need to do it manually, not to mess up the left padding that we have. So fix that. We have this thing. We look at this bigger thing. So we have our partners. It's flowing like that. We have toggle thing. So I'm finding this text thing too big for mobile typography. So now we want this is rem. So then we actually have this toggle 15. Yes. And then this bottom, can have it at 15 because we don't want it to be close to the footer. So we can do this at 10, bottom 10, so that we have space for the footer. 5 here, then we need a 5 bottom. And there we go. We already have our page and only one thing remaining, just one thing, the footer. Okay, so you can have a one-page website in just a day. Same time that we've used. So of course it needs a lot of practice to be able to do this thing very speedily. It needs a lot of practice. So we need a full container here. They are not very close to it. So here's our website. Yeah. So you'll just do some 1, 2, 3 animations so that at least we have something that is well animated, something that looks cool, like this, like that. So entrance animation can have fading down. This one, okay, make it slow. Okay. Animation delay. We don't really want an animation delay for the first one. We can have motion effects for the second. Just fade it down. Have an animation delay of 250. Okay, that's the motion effects. Make it slow. Okay, because we need that smooth easing thing. So fading down, animation delay slow, double the previous one. Okay, so motion effect, trans animation, fading down, make it slow, 1000. Okay. I'm doing increments of 250 microseconds. So here we go. Fading down, slow, and then 50. let's fade in this container. This motion effects, not too much here. So it's bouncing left. Let's make it slower. Okay. This one is fading up. You can also fade this up from right. You can fade it like that. It's slow. You can fade in right because of the slider. Okay. How it's going. So let's just do some good animations here. Entrance animation, you can fade it from left. Okay. Let it remain as normal. Here you can fade in up. Okay. And here motion effects, you can fade in right. That. Okay. This image of ours. Let's zoom it in. Let's leave this because it already has an animation. And this, let's be subtle, very subtle in it. Let's just fade it. I'll try it. Let us see how our animation will be. Okay. Our icons really doing it very well. Our news. Okay. Need some padding here. Okay. This news already looks too busy already, so let us not put any animation in it. Also, if we are fading in, let's just fade it in without having to come up. So we need some padding on top. Into a 5, or rather a 3. Pad. There. So tablet. Right. Okay, mobile already put in. So we can go back and see more animations. And there we have our icons. Very nice. Baby there. Icons. We have all that. And friendly expressions. So we are almost done. We are going to wrap up. We another template. Go to templates, and you're going to add a new template, which is our footer, and then you can run this website. So let me just teach you how to insert one settings. So it tells you to apply settings. What? Just apply the settings. And for this, I'll teach you how to edit already existing template. Okay. So this is the template that we have. Okay. This one is taking the shape. I don't know why my desktop is taking the shape. I don't know why, because even on my width and height, it's really inconveniencing me. So mobile tablet, I don't really need to add it because it should give me a breakpoint. It's okay. I will use my laptop as my desk. So this is the layout that we're looking for. Okay. So we really just need to go back and do our consistent 80% design, and even on mobile those mobile snaps up to 100. Let's just do the 80%. Then 800, 80% on all things. So the first thing we'll do is place an image. You can't place a site logo because it's not the white version. So we're going to place an image. Place that third base. Where is it? Image. We're going to place it there. And we're going to insert a media. Okay. And now we're going to use our light version of the logo. Okay. So we go to final, go to KEMSA alternate, we select, there we have it. So you can delete the template that it came with. So what we need on this is this. So you can just copy it and paste it here. Okay. So then we can have our location. So where is KEMSA located? Commercial Street, industrial area. Okay. So we can have yeah. Commercial Street area. Okay. So this is a list, a list. You can have it there. Okay. PO box. What else is here? Our telephone. So you can have phone like that, and then email, customer care, email, customer care. Okay, so can't call this visitors and say contact us, something like that. What else can you place here? We have quick links. Yeah. If skills PRA. So now difference is PRA. Circulars procurement act. Circulars procurement and institution. Okay, so we have the quick links there. What else do they have? Newsletter. Okay, so let us publish this list and put it in the entire site. And now let's go now to the styling. Let's style it very, very, very well. So we know our text. No text. Titles. The very, very important title. Let's go ahead. Yes. So with this, we don't really need to rework this thing. Can't list because there's a list. The rest is a text. So let's come here. Text. Because this is a list like this one, I can only paste it can copy this because this is text, this is also text, and I can also say this style. This is the heading, and copy the style of this heading, this style, and this style. Okay? So I find these headers. I don't like bold. It's bold headers. So all caps, quick links. Okay. So we can have a narrative here. Subscribe to newsletter. Okay. Now we need to make this form stylish. So the first thing, let's just change the text, label, HTML fields, white background field, white, color. Yes. Now let us on the field, let's put the background. Then you can have this dark gray there. First one, just don't need email. We will do name and email. So we can change the name to text and email. Okay. So I have name, email, buttons, subscribe buttons. Let me just I wonder why that button is there. I need to see it. Button color is that. Not put any border. It's my button color. It's be like that so that I know how to style it. So it's my form name. It's where I usually get the length. Yeah. I don't want to waste a lot of time. And I can add this later. Yes, I can add something. So I just have my name and email. I don't need this message. So let me just do this. So this is easier and faster to style. So close gap. In the spacing field. So field text color. Put that one background color is like that. I have my normal text. Not really need a border. Color can be bold. Background color that is laid over with accent. These are the next and the submit. So we have the messages. We can have the messages have this yellow color. Time. columns, and table spacing. Reduce this space. In between these elements. So patterns. So action after submit, we have not linked any thing. So if we had MailChimp, we would have done MailChimp here. Then we would have our MailChimp setup. So it tells us to do our setups in MailChimp. When doing this thing, I've been so worn out that I really do not know what is what. You guys will have to forgive me. Yes, I will just need to leave this form as it is. Yes, so this is how it will look on tablet. This is how it will look on mobile. This is the good thing of using a template, because your responsive versions have already been done. Yes. So let's just update and actually just refresh this. So now we need to style this website more. We can go now to customize. Okay. We're going to customize. We are going to go to site identity, and we are going to select something called a site icon. Site icon is favicon, whatever you're seeing here. KEMSA are just using the default WordPress icon. You can see here, here they are. Okay, so if I do my refresh in all these pages, my site icon is supposed to change to this new image. Okay, let's just change to this. Now I need to set my home page now. I'll just click here, the home page, and go to settings and go to reading, and say your homepage displays not my latest post. I say static page, and my homepage is called home. It's the only page that we have. Okay, and when I click that, I click my homepage. There I have it, my homepage. Well done, like that. Partners, FAQs, and all those things, and I have my footer here, which I can quickly click, put some things about it. I can, fix my padding top and my padding bottom. Will just look like that. Okay, same to my tablet and phone. I can have my 10 buttons, that into 15 for each. Let me see how big it is. 10 is enough. Okay. So I have my very fresh. We'll have my footer padding well done. Yes, that. Don't know why we have a margin at the end. Sometimes this is why I really do not like. It's supposed to be actually padding only, not margin. I should have a 0. I should completely have zeros such that there's no space at the end. Yes. Completely. So when I refresh, I'm supposed to have my beautiful footer all set. So this is basically what we can do in a very short time, or rather I can do in a very short time. So if let's check how this website looks on a tablet. That's how it looks like. Okay, well done. Fresh face. Galaxy S20 is how the website will look like. Okay. How the website will look like. Please, something well done and polished. So this is what we had before. I'll just show you a quick overview of before and after. So this is what we had before. Okay, and this is what we have after. So, who are you? What will you choose? Okay, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. It has been a very, very, very long video. I know, but good things don't come so easily. To achieve this kind of good and fresh design won't come so easily. You have to sweat for it. So join brightacademy.com. I teach a lot about this, and this is just complementing what I teach. Let us do your site. Let us do and revamp your site, the one that is looking ugly. There's no design that we can't replicate. There's no fresh and creative angle that we can't use. And that's why we wear suits. Tell people the person who wears a suit and does your site will take care of it the same way they take care of your suit. So thank you so much. Subscribe, comment, do every other thing that every YouTuber tells you to do. Thank you so much. Get tuned. Put in the comments below which website you would want us to do next. Thank you so much, guys.